All right, so I've got a local craft bourbon versus a sourced bourbon versus a bourbon from one of the largest distilleries out there. Who you pick for the winner? You ready? Get ready. Hey, this is Mark from Northwest Bourbon. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm going to do a triple threat, and I'm going to show them to you in order of proof point, okay? This Camulet 15 is 105 proof. Absolutely beautiful bottle. It is sourced in Kentucky and bottled in Kentucky. All right, so this is 2 Bar. 2 Bar is a local favorite. This is a single barrel store pick 107 proof that I got from Total Wine & More. And I'm really excited to try a store pick from them because I've never had one. And this is the Maker's 46. Maker's 46 comes in at 110 proof. So it's the Maker's 46 cask strength. So all 3 of these are going to get cracked open fresh tonight to go head to head. Sound good? All right, let's go fast forward. All right, thank you, Turninator. You outdid yourself. All right, so I got the glasses here, number 1, 2, and 3. It's the Calumet 15 year, which is 105 proof. The 2 Bar single barrel store pick, that's 107. And the Maker's 46 cask strength that comes in at 110. So let's start off by nosing glass 1. Very light caramels and breads, sugars. You got some fruits in there as well. Smells nice. On to glass number 2. You know, these all 3 look about the same color, which is interesting. Because they're all 3 very different. Got more plums, got more grapes, got more raisins. It smells nice. It just smells fruitier than glass 1. Glass 3. This one has this one's oatmeal raisin cookies with tons of raisins in it. I don't know why I'm smelling so much raisins right now. This one smells more like raisin oatmeal. It's much creamier and thicker than glass 2 with its more oaty raisins and fruits. That's not what I was expecting that to smell like. All right, let's get into the palate. Glass 1. Cheers. You do feel a little bit of the proof on the tongue, drying your cheeks. It's pretty viscous. It's got a good medium finish. It's pretty good. There's a lot of spices on the back end. Gotta hydrate. Always remember to hydrate. All right, palate glass 2. Cheers. First sip, this one has a lot more medicinal cherry going on. It's pretty good, but it's hard for me to get past the cherry cough syrup note. There's a different kind of sweetness in glass 2 than there was in glass 1. It's not drying out my tongue and my cheeks as much, but it's also got that medicinal flavor. The spices are pretty soft on the back end, but it's also a little more hollow on the back end. The front of the palate has a lot going on with that medicinal cherry cough syrup, but the back of the palate and the finish are kind of suffering from that because they're being overshadowed. So you're not really getting much of a finish or a full palate feel there. All right, glass 3. Cheers. Totally different mouthfeel. It's coming off way softer. A lot more molasses and purple fruits. It's It's got a very coating mouthfeel, but it almost tastes like this is a warm mixed drink. It's where there's a lot of flavors in it. I can taste the alcohol. It tastes good, but it's almost like somebody forgot to shake it and stir it and put some ice in it and give me a straw. It's like a very dark fruity alcohol. Oh, it's very interesting. But it has kind of a weird funk coming off of these two. I feel like if I drank this one by itself, I wouldn't be getting this weird funk as hard as I am right now. But coming off of 1 and 2, this one's got a lot more funk to it. So I'm willing to bet that this is the 2 bar. This is my local craft. Do a little more side by side. Alright, I'm going to say glass 1 gets first place, and then 2 and 3 tie for second. Because those two, it really depends on what mood I'm in. It would depend on if I want something with more flavors or more interesting stuff going on. But that cherry cough syrup note is really hard for me to get past. So I'm interested to see how both of those do after they get some air in them. Maybe drop an ice cube in them. See how they develop when they open up. But I'm going to say number 1's the winner. And I'm not surprised. Number 1 is the Maker's 46. Not really that big of a surprise. It was the Maker's 46 came out first. Narrowly beating out Glass 2 and 3 in a split decision. So I'm guessing the medicinal cherry cough syrup is the Camulet, right? Yeah. And that makes the purple plums soaked in molasses. That's my 2 bar. I can't say this isn't what I kind of expected. I love Maker's 46. I love the cast strength variant. So cracking a fresh bottle, having it go up against these other two, I thought was a fair shake. I'd heard a lot of good things about Calumet, and so I was surprised to get such a strong cherry medicinal cough syrup note on there. Maybe after it opens up a little bit, maybe that Calumet won't be as so strong and punchy in the front. And just like I found when I went to the 2 Bar Distillery in Seattle, the 2 Bar flavor profile is really thick and molassesy, and if you're in the mood for some of that thick richness, it's fantastic. Hey, thank you for joining me on this triple threat. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. It's always fun to find new stuff on the shelf and try them side by side and see which one you like better, especially when they're close to the same proof point like that. I had fun. I hope you did too. Remember, earn, protect, enjoy. Cheers.